What a pleasant surprise. I didn't see you since you sat at my head.
Krishna, this place fails to host the Yuvaraj of Hastinapura. All I did was to make myself comfortable by the only seat in your chambers.
A seat that seeks to embody pride indeed. Both of you here? What brings you mighty warriors to Dwaraka?
Vasudeva, there is no time for pleasantries here. Let me come straight to the point. Tough times have befallen us. Aryavarta will be witness to one of the fiercest battles ever fought. Even as we seek allies to strengthen our forces, I am here to ask of your inclinations of participation in the war.
So you want me to take sides in this war? Interesting.
You have not given your word to any side, have you, Vasudeva? You promised my Guru Balarama to side with those who seek your companionship first. And since I arrived here...
Before you ask anything of me, I have something to say. Following the footsteps of my Jyesht Brata Balarama, I have also decided not to take up arms in this war.
Krishna, this is not the time for such derisive ridicule. I have taken upon such an arduous endeavor by foot to reach your quarters. To hear this?
Patience, Suyodhana. Do not worry. I may not take to arms in this war, but did I say that I will not participate in it? I will give you two choices. On one hand, there is a 2 Akshahuni strong Narayani Sena, famed for its indestructible might and versatile prowess. On the other, I will stand unharmed. Now you decide what you want, me or the Narayani Sena.
Well, Krishna, that is not a tough choice. Since I came here first, it is only right that I choose first.
Oh, but I saw Partha first. As soon as I opened my eyes, there he was. So, I will ask him to choose first.
I should have seen this coming. How could I have expected anything but injustice from a scheming cowherd and his worthless companion?
Govinda, I cannot bear seeing you take any blame for us Pandavas. Let Bhrata Suyodhana choose first.
Blame? It is my decision that the luxury of choice goes to the one I saw first. And I trust that Bhrata Suyodhana is wise enough to let his younger brother have his choice. Won't you, Yuvraj Suyodhana? Partha, what do you choose? The Narayani Sena or this unarmed warrior?
Vasudeva, I have already made my choice. It is you we want on our side.
Partha, are you sure? Even if I were to join your side, you will not have the services of the warrior Krishna.
Madhava, I am convinced that choosing you is the best decision we have made.
Looks like things have settled then. Now that Arjuna has made his decision, that leaves me with the Narayani Sena. I think both of us have got what we came for. Thank you, Vasudeva. I am very indebted to you. Oh, it is getting late. I will take your leave now.
Partha, what have you done? Who will rescue you in the war? An unarmed warrior? Or 2 Akshahuni strong Narayani Sena?
Vasudeva, what is there for me to choose here? Ever since the day you walked into our lives, we have wanted nothing but you and you alone. You are our sole guide and guardian. All we ever want is to be with you always. Pray, never ever leave us.
Vigyan, now you agree. Just as the multiple brass blanks provide the apparent protection of backup, so too did the Narayani Sena assure one of protection with their huge numbers and unparalleled might. Yet, Arjuna chose Krishna.
Fine, Hriday, but
Mitraji, we choose gold.
Are you sure?
We trust you.
Well, the boy has made his choice.
Trust? Why can't you place your trust with a bit of common sense? What if? There's no if. That's the whole point of trust. And what gave you so much faith to trust in him?
Okay, let's not fight now. He still has to make the key. Mitraji, can we get something to eat here?
I've heard the berries down by the river are delicious.
I'll go get some.
I'll also go and get some water.
You trust him so soon?
The boy said that he lost the key. How did he come by in the first place?
I don't know. It was there in my home even before I was born. As a kid, I was not bothered by it. But as I grew older, I got more curious. And this curiosity turned into a necessity. I just needed to know what it opened unto.
How would he know if the treasure is worth all the effort?
I don't know. I just hope it makes me truly happy.
What does the inscription mean? Until hope embarks you on a quest, seeking treasure where hope can finally rest.
I have no idea. Do you know what it means?
Each day you live with the hope for a better tomorrow. What drives one each day? What is the purpose of one's life?
Oh, I've never thought that deeply about life. Is it necessary to know what this inscription means?
If the treasure is to have meaning, answers must be found.
I'm sure Vigyan will be able to find them.
The boy knew it fully well when he made his choice. He wonders about why he should trust me. When you make a choice, you must trust it. And when you say that you trust it, you'll naturally be tested. Sometimes the test gets severe. You'll be hit harder. How strong is your conviction? Do you regret your choice? Do you blame it? What about the one who gives all of us our choices? How often is he the chosen? And how often is he the blamed?
Agraja, Krishna and Arjuna are here.
Rejoice, dear brothers! Rejoice! For I have single-handedly vanquished the entire Samsaptaka army. Prepare for celebration, for this day shall be counted in our favor. Ah, Brata Bhima, you should have seen how they perished like moths falling into the flames of my fury. Why are all of you so silent? Isn't this a time for jubilation?
Partha, pardon us.
Pardon us? What happened, Agraja?
Partha, your son, our beloved son, the future of Hastinapura, Abhimanyu
Has? Tell me, Agraja, has something happened to my Abhimanyu? Is he alright?
He has gone to the heavens meant for the bravest of heroes.
What? Abhimanyu? My son Abhimanyu? No! Brother, what happened? How did it happen? Tell me every single detail.
Partha, before anything can be said, let us go to see his mortal remains.
No! Nobody shall leave from here before I hear the complete truth. I know my son Abhimanyu, the worthy heir to the Pandava throne, is a warrior par excellence, powerful and undefeated in battle. I suspect foul play here. Agraja, tell me everything.
Partha, while you were battling the Samsaptakas, Acharya Drona designed the impregnable Chakravyuha.
They intended to capture Brother Dharmaja, but since none of us knew how to break in, we had to ride behind Abhimanyu.
With indomitable valor and skill, he broke into the Chakravyuha. But before we could follow him, we were stopped by the vile Jayadratha. Even as we helplessly watched, Abhimanyu wreaked havoc single-handedly. Unable to bear his onslaught, the vile warriors teamed up, 6 Maharathis against one boy. And right in front of our very eyes, breaking all rules of war, murdered him.
Agraja, has every ounce of Viveka deserted you? How could you send a little boy to war? He knew only how to enter the formation, but he did not grasp the nuances of the exit. Didn't you all know that?
We did, Brata. We tried everything to persuade him against going in. But Abhimanyu was so adamant, we could not do anything.
His retort still rings hard in my ears. My father will be dishonored if I backtrack from this challenge. I am the son of the mighty Gandhivadhari, and it is only appropriate that I listen to this clarion call of war.
He only wanted to see you happy.
Oh, my chest is bursting with happiness. Agraja, the paragon of virtue that you are, you wish to hold on to the throne a little longer, aided by the sacrifice of a little boy? The mighty Bhima, the valorous and wise twins, all of you have made me a proud father indeed.
Partha, we are all equally guilty of killing your son. You can decide on any quantum of punishment for this sin of ours, and we will humbly accept it. This war has come at a very heavy cost. Even if we were to win, can we enjoy the pleasures of after war on a young warrior's corpse? It is all the devilish play of destiny, where we are but mute spectators. O Vasudeva, why haven't you said anything? Wait. You were the one who prodded us into this war. Upholding dharma, you said. We are deserved, you said. Deserved of what? Being fathers who carry the corpses of their dead sons? You drove me towards the Samsaptakas, even though you knew my son was going to be mercilessly slaughtered by those 6 seasoned warriors. Didn't you know all this was to happen, Vasudeva? Didn't you? You knew all this even before he was born. I remember the time when Abhimanyu was in the womb of Subhadra. It was you who interrupted that lesson. If only I got the chance to convey the methods of defanging that insurmountable challenge, my dear son would have been alive today. Vasudeva, you are heartless, emotionless and cruel. You are the destroyer of our lineage. You are a Vamshanashi. Even after all this, you are amused.
Partha, you are in grief. You are in no control of your emotions now. In deep anguish, you may say whatever you want. But since you all chose me, I shall stay by your side. Through victory and failure, pain and pleasure, happiness and sorrow, life and death. I have no qualms over the scorn you pour or the praises you shower. As the benediction of a grieving father, I humbly accept the moniker of a Vamshanashi.
Dharmayagnam prachalati dharmo hi paramo gatihi abhimanyam havirdatva वीतमन्योर्भवार्जुना यं पालयसि धर्मं त्वं धृत्वा च नियमेन च स नित्यं नरशार्दूला धर्मस्त्वा अभिरक्षतु
धर्मो रक्षति रक्षितः.
Few can understand the anguish of a father who's lost his son. But none can fathom what Krishna must have felt that day. Even more so, because he remains unaffected by it. Despite the accusations, why did Krishna still stay with the Pandavas?
The war was between Dharma and Adharma. Krishna had to lead Dharma to victory.
The Lord is ever merciful. We may falter in our paths, and blame him for our mistakes. But he forgives us in his infinite love and corrects us.
I think both of you are right. Mitraji, you yourself answered it in your narration. Krishna is bound to remain with them, for they chose him. Dharma can only choose Prema, and Prema can only be with Dharma.
Finally, the key is straightened. We're back on track on our key-making journey.
है प्यार की
The key is straight, but some of the markings have been disturbed. To mend it will take a while. You may rest.
Rest?
Does he not trust me yet?
I trust you, Mitraji.
To be honest, I'm not feeling sleepy. If it's okay with you, Mitraji, can you explain this process of key making?
Every key has a destiny to open a lock. Based on the locksmith prepares the right key to meet its destiny.
Destiny of the key?
Yes, a key is born as a blank. Until the time comes for the blank to be shaped to a key, it's on its own. So it develops a stubborn external coating, which must first be removed. Then comes the process of intense transformation. The intensity is different for each blank, where the locksmith teaches the blank to surrender to him, to be flexible to his touch.
So, when is a blank ready?
Only after he's satisfied with its strength and commitment is the blank ready to be marked as a key. The blank is then inserted into the lock and shaken back and forth to be marked by the harsh pins within the lock cylinders. The impressions are deepened until the blank learns to become a key.
You said every key has a destiny. Does every blank have one too? Can every blank be shaped into a key?
It's impossible. Mistakes happen. Some will have to be thrown away.
The perfect locksmith can. For him, nothing's a mistake. He persists with a blank until it can be shaped to a key.
Is God the perfect locksmith? Does he shape our character to meet our destiny?
The boy begins to think deeply about life. Think about it. Who chooses the blank? How is it chosen? Then you might get a different perspective on why Krishna remained with the Pandavas.
Mitraji, after Krishna helped the Pandavas win the war, I guess their troubles must have been over. They must have understood what Krishna's plan was all along. The need for all the difficult times they went through.
No. The difficult times didn't end with the war. The victory brought more pain than gain. They needed Krishna more than ever. I think I've done enough work on the key for now. Why don't we go for a walk and I tell you another story?
I sure need it. It's difficult for me to sit in one place for so long.
The greatest time for the Kuru Vamsha has arrived. The war has created such deep wounds that they may never be healed for eternity. A slight glimmer of hope lies in the arrival of an heir.
But Bhrata, a deep and unknown fear stalks me. That evil Ashwathama has guided the cruel missile against all our progeny.
Do not harbor such unreasonable fears, Partha. Our dearest Vasudeva has promised to save the unborn child. He will never go back on his word. Ah, there comes Draupadi. Surely she is bringing pleasant tidings about the arrival of an heir.
O Kaunteyas, the light of our clan has set even before it could rise. Uttara has delivered a stillborn child.
Panchali! This cannot be true! What wrong have we done to deserve this?
Is this the fruit of treading the path of Dharma? Was not losing all our sons a sacrifice big enough to uphold the presence of righteousness?
Agraja, what has this so-called victory given us except pain, guilt and tears?
Crisis has been an eternal companion in our sojourn. We were robbed of our father's love, deprived of our rightful share of the kingdom, and made to stay in exile by a conspiracy. Endurance has lost all its meaning in this ceaseless flow of sorrow.
And now, even the last ray of hope has gone, leading us to a dark and uncertain future.
No, there is still one ray of hope left. The light which lit up our dark lives in exile and guided us all through our troubled times will surely dispel this impending doom.
त्राहितो मम दुर्वास रोमादि मुनीन्द्रशापो रक्षितो मम कौरव कुटिलतन्त्रो तारितो मम भीष्म भीषण प्रतिज्ञो हे हृदयवासी माधवा कुरुवंशाङ्कुर जीवन दानार्थम् शीघ्रागच्छतु जनार्दना
Partha, Bhimasena, why is Hastinapura so silent? Dharmaja, you are still here? Make arrangements for celebrations. Are you waiting for my instructions even in these matters? Bhimasena, get the streets decorated, give charity and... Partha, why are you staring so? Oh, has the arrival of your grandson suddenly reminded you of your age?
Vasudeva, the curse of Ashwathama has taken effect. The world of the Pandavas has collapsed with the death of Abhimanyu's son.
Bhimasena, your sense of humor has remained very intact. But don't utter such inauspicious words. See how peacefully he sleeps in the arms of his grandmother. Arey, he is the very image of Abhimanyu. His eyes are like Abhimanyu. His nose is like Abhimanyu. And his lips are also like Abhimanyu.
His breath is also like Abhimanyu, Krishna. Abhimanyu is dead, and so is his son. Mockery has its limits, Vasudeva. Don't add more fuel to the fire of anguish already raging within us.
Govinda, you alone have been a constant companion throughout this journey. You alone craft the silver lining on every dark cloud that threatens to dampen the very meaning of existence. You have in your control, verily, everything in this cosmos. I beseech thee, O Prananatha, that you rekindle the lamp of the Kuru dynasty.
You are all mistaking a sleeping child for a dead one. Panchali, here, give me the child.
O Apad Bandhava, Anatha Rakshaka.
Hey Keshava,
मोहन रूपा मुक्ति प्रदायका भक्तार्ति समना भवहरा तेजस्वरूपा प्रेम स्वभावा सुजन मानस चोरा सुंदरा वासुदेवा कुरुवंशोद्धारका भक्तहृदयान्तरङ्गा पाहि पाहि
O Vamshodharaka, Pahi Mam, Pahi Mam. Krishna, what are you contemplating now? When we were in sorrow, you were smiling. And now, when we are all happy, you seem to be withdrawn. What is the matter, Vasudeva?
Partha, do you remember the day Abhimanyu fell? What did you call me then? You termed me as a Vamshanashi. Then I was the destroyer of your clan. And now, suddenly, you shower praises on me, calling me the Vamshodharaka. Have I suddenly become the savior of your clan?
Forgive me, Vasudeva. Please pardon this ignorant soul.
Partha, whether you accuse me as a Vamshanashi or extol me as a Vamshodharaka, I remain unaffected. I am that unsullied absolute, unbound by the shackles of time and space. Good or bad, right or wrong, I am beyond it all. Sarva Jiva Namaskaram Keshavam Pratigacchati. Sarva Jiva Tiraskaram Keshavam Pratigacchati. I am the one who receives all the praises and all the blame, and yet I am unchanged. Then, now, and forever I am the same.